guys, so today I'm going to be showing and sharing with you guys all of my settings for my Sony a5000, which is what I use to vlog. So this is the camera that I have, and it's going to be similar for the Sony a5100, etc. So here is the menu, and to get to the menu, all you have to do is press this menu button right here, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Then you're going to see this little scroller here, and you just scroll to go through the menu. And once you find something that you want to edit, you just click on the middle button. So you want to go to camera settings, and you want to click that. And you're going to have a bunch of different settings. So if you notice up here, there's all of these different icons which correlate to the bigger menu that we just got out of. And then there's going to be 6 pages here of items that you can edit. So let's go over and scroll over to setting number 1. The first setting that you want to make sure to change, especially if you're going to be using this for vlogs or for professional video, is your shoot mode. A lot of times it'll be on a setting that's not the best for movies. So you want to go ahead in here and click on this, and you want to make sure that you are on the setting for movie. So if you're not, you just go ahead and scroll through these. And you want to click OK when you get to movie. I keep it on program auto, but I also do change a few settings, so that's what I like to do. Image size, you want to make sure is at 20, okay, and go back. Aspect ratio, 3:2 is fine, or you could do 16:9. It really doesn't matter, whatever one you prefer, but I have 3:2. Other this stuff is all blacked out because you can't edit it. So then we're going to go back up and go to number 2. File format, you want to make sure is an MP4 file. There's also an AVC HD. You don't want to mess with that. Keep it at an MP4. Recording setting, this is also going to make a big impact on your quality. I have it at 1440 by 1080, which is perfect for videos, and everything else you don't really need to touch. So going on to page 3, you have focus mode. This is whether you want it to continuously autofocus, which is what the G7X is notoriously terrible at. There's also single shot, DFM, manual focus, but you definitely want continuous autofocus, so click that. And then go back into the menu. Focus area, I have it set to wide. Wide is the best in my opinion. There's also zone, center, and flexible spot. If you're not going to do wide, you could also do flexible spot, but for me, wide is perfect. And I enjoy that for my videos. All of this stuff, except for ISO, leave alone. ISO, it depends on kind of where you're vlogging, and you might have to change this as you vlog. So ISO is going to be how dark or how bright the image is going to look. The lower your ISO, the better quality you're going to get, but you also have to kind of find that middle point between quality and the light. So you want to be sure you can see everything. But if you guys see, if you right now I have it set at 320. I find that that's pretty good in almost all settings. But if you go down, as you go down, the image gets darker. As you go up, image gets brighter. So I think 320 is probably best for what I use it for. But you guys can kind of figure that out, and if you go outside and it's super sunny, you might have to adjust, but it should kind of self-adjust. But yeah, ISO is definitely important. You don't want anything really high because that's going to make your picture grainy. So make sure that you have it at low as possible as you possibly can without it looking too dark. Metering mode also set to multi, okay? That's going to help with focusing and everything. For white balance, I'm just going to set it to auto. D range, leave all this stuff except for creative style. If you want to have kind of a blurry face so it looks like you're airbrushed, you want to make sure you have it set to portrait. There's all these different other styles you guys can play around with, but portrait is what's going to make you look the nicest in your vlogs. And going to page 5, all this stuff I kind of leave at what it is. 6, Steadyshot. This is what's going to keep your shot steady, so you want to make sure to have that on. Audio recording on, obviously. You can do the noise reduction on if you really want. I prefer it off just so I make sure that I have the best quality audio in all settings, okay? So now we're going to go up here to the actual settings. So you want to scroll over to custom settings and click OK. Here, I don't really mess with too much. This grid line is really the only thing that sometimes I mess with. You can have that on the rule of thirds grid. If you guys don't know the rule of thirds, just Google it. But basically, that's going to put this little grid. So if you want a like artistic shot, that helps you with that. Page 2, all of this stuff I don't really change. If you want to make sure your peaking color is at white, you can go ahead and do that. The rest of this stuff, again, I don't really touch, so leave it at that. Menu, again, wireless. This is where you can actually send it to your computer. I don't have that set up. You can do that if you want. Application and playback, also, I don't mess with. Setup here, this is kind of just like your camera settings. You guys can, you know, change all this stuff if you want. Monitor brightness, if you want this to be less or more, you can mess with that. It's just going to kind of preserve battery. But yeah, all of this stuff is pretty much self-explanatory. But yeah, this is pretty much my settings to get the best quality. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you want any more videos, please make sure to request them down below in a comment, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!